Spanish mission style is a distinctly California design, but how can we get the look in our own homes? Because it is absolutely gorgeous. So Kimberly, you're back. You know all about this design style.
Well, I'm a native of Los Angeles, and so field trips for us were going to the missions to learn about the lifestyle and colonialism and the landscaping and all of that. So I love this style. And it's sort of characterized. We're going to show some pictures because a friend of mine did some photographs in a beautiful book, and she gave us permission to use some of the pictures. It's very simple. It's very humble. Lots of white stucco or terracotta earth stucco like you see here. The gardens tend to be a little bit overgrown, almost like a sleeping garden, sleeping beauty garden. Long enfilades in architecture, like beautiful vistas, but super humble. Look at that, just the white and the timber and simple chairs and simple furniture. Often spaces that take their influence from the mission style will have courtyards for security initially, and they'll have beautiful fountains, and the tile is so pretty, and that's one of the aspects you'll see often used. It might be something you could bring home. The furniture itself is always handmade, artisan. You can see the artisans working hands in the details, and super simple and super easy to live with. You know, you kind of can't hurt it. And then, of course, here we've got some textiles. So beautiful traditions of weaving and various cultures that adopted the Spanish mission style. And of course, they all came together and merged with like arts and crafts and craftsmen. So you hear these terms and you wonder, when did the line start and stop? It's a little bit like baby boomers and Generation X and millennials, a little fuzzy because there was some crossover.
Okay, it is gorgeous though, the simplicity of it, but just the grandeur of the gorgeous arched, archways and the beautiful bold columns of wood. So if you want to try and incorporate a bit of that into your own space, you've brought a few different items that really represent this design style.
Well, it makes such perfect sense when you start thinking about it. So you're looking for things that are made of simple stone and stucco. So like this planter is beautiful. Any kind of natural greenery works really well. The succulents and the semi-succulents are so popular right now. And by the way, blue agave makes great tequila. So personally, that's what I have, right?
Bonus.
The colorways are those earthen colors, but also the camels and the tans. Think of that like farm horse country, those colors, beautiful colors. And then anything that's like a natural hemp woven, so you'll see lots of details that feel handmade. And you know, those kinds of things, to have some of those elements in your home and to know that someone worked on a piece by hand is a wonderful way to give your home some spiritual energy. So I think that that's important. And then beautiful detailing in the woodworking. You know, the kind of things that people don't take time to do when it's a mass-produced piece, they will take time to do when it's a piece that's made by hand.
Okay, now look at these tiles.
I know, right? So this is where really I think wherever you live, there's a possibility that these might work for you, because if you're Spanish colonial, they can work. The one on the left, if you're arts and crafts, that can work as well. Obviously, the just beautiful plain terracotta is very popular and works well. And there's one on the right that's more of a reference to arts and crafts. It's just a beautiful, comfortable style to live with and very family friendly. So I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, because it looks lived in, right? Yeah. And I think a lot of us are looking for spaces like that. I know I am. When we, all of any house that we've ever been in, I'd never want it to be too precious. So it's nice when a design style actually works for the functionality.
Yeah, exactly.
There's pets, there's kids, you know. If you can pass me that gorgeous book right there, Kimberly, that would be great.
So my girlfriend Melba did all the photography.
Beautiful photography.
Ruben Mendoza did the, he's a professor in California. So it's a beautiful book. If you'd love to have a gorgeous coffee table book, that's the one.
And all of the pictures, as you mentioned, did come from here. So after the show today, we are going to be drawing for some copies.
You're good.
I also want to mention, Kimberly, that you got the furniture pieces from Cocoon Furnishing. So thank you very much to them for that. Yeah, that was great.